Hello everyone, and in this video, we are going to finally get started with the No Man's Sky playthrough. So, without further ado, I'm just, I would do normal, I'm not going to do relax or any of this stuff, but I'm just going to go ahead and do this, just the normal preset, but I'm going to disable the tutorial missions. Even though it says it's highly recommended, I'm not doing it because I am not a new player. So, I'm going to go ahead and do this because I just want to show the game. I just want to show the game what it's like outside of the tutorial missions, because I've already played this game. So, without further ado, let's go ahead, turn it off, and get started. This is No Man's Sky, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Alright, here we are. So, the first thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and you see we got O2, we've got Na, so we've got dihydrogen, sodium, and oxygen. Now, because I have the tutorial mission disabled, I could just go ahead and just get this stuff. I don't have to worry about repairing my multi-tool or my scanner or whatever. I don't have to do any of that stuff. So, but when you do start off, you do want to go ahead and collect sodium. You want to collect oxygen. Just don't spend too much time on it. Just go ahead and collect some. And then alongside that, you're going to want to look for some plants here. Like, for example, you can scan this. There's no point in really scanning it at the moment because your scanner doesn't really provide you enough data to give you a lot of units at the moment. So it's not really worth scanning unless you have like a plant or a mineral that has two minerals or two types of elements inside of the plant. Like, for example, there was one around here. See this unidentified mineral? It has a secondary element. Now if I go ahead and scan that, see, I don't get a lot of units, but now I know that there's carbon inside of it, and I obviously can't mine it because my multi-tool isn't strong enough. And same thing for this plant. Why are you glowing? See, 625 units, but it's got condensed carbon. So that's very useful to know because I do need condensed carbon. You're just going to want to go ahead, get a lot of carbon if you can, because this is going to be a very vital resource on your journey. So carbon is, it's the spice of life. Everything is basically made of carbon. So the same thing goes for your multi-tool. Now, another tip I want to give is that you see how my multi-tool is turning red? There's a heat warning. If you just you fiddle with the trigger on a bit, you can see that you can actually get a lot more multi-tool damage from the extraction, and you get to mine things a lot faster. It's a nice little thing. Now see, I'm gonna let it overheat, and once it does, it just it's a quick overheat. It actually is super quick. It used to be a lot longer than that. Wow. Nice. Alright, now enough talk. I'm going to go ahead and get to my ship after I get some carbon, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Now you see these plants here? Deuterium. Now this gives you a jetpack surge, so you could just go absolutely berserk. So wild with it. And it doesn't last forever. You do have a specific amount of time. Now see, it just faded. But, hey, you know what? That's actually good. There's a lot of dihydrogen here. I'm going to go ahead and get that and head to my ship. What the hell are you? You a protogek? Now see, I just found some damaged machinery, so there will be some junk inside of it. Let's see what do I get? Do I get anything good? I got nanites. Okay, that's good. Also, there's this, which is an exposed piece of technology, and these are salvage data. You can grab it, and you can use this to get things at the anomaly, which we will head to in a bit. I don't know if we'll actually get to it in this video, but we'll see. This is also hazardous flora. They carry oxygen and stuff like that. Also, I just realized my man is missing his chest piece. Kind of interesting. Let's see, what do we get in here? Something good, please? An ion battery? I don't think that's the thing. Okay, yeah, it was just nanites. So, inside of these green crates, you have a chance of getting, or I think it's not a chance, I think it's guaranteed to get rusted metal. And when you get a refiner, you can use this to refine rusted metal into ferrite dust, and that's very good in the early game because you're going to be making a lot of metal platings and stuff like that. So it's very useful to have rusted metal in the early game, but Yeah, let's go check out the distress beacon. Scenario: iteration number deleted, boundary separation failure likely, vessel 16 emptied, cause sentinel intervention, deliberate transfer. Analysis: fresh iteration generated, anomaly containment prepared. Let's broadcast. Broadcast received, traveler anomaly detected. Anomaly is compliant. Position logged. System integrity scan initialized. And so this is the story component of the game. There's more salvage data here. I know. There used to be a trick where you could use the multi-tool to go into or go into first person and grab it from underground, but I think they fixed that ever since then. So that's done. Now even when you disable the tutorial missions, there's no need to repair the pulse engine or the launch thruster. That's hella convenient, actually. And they give you 100 tritium from the start? Okay, well, guys, you might as well just not do the tutorial mission if you want to get the really annoying stuff out of the way. Alright, let's get out of here. So now we're in space, and there's asteroid fields. Now, if you want to know something pretty nice that is a kind of a niche feature that, you know, not really a lot of people talk about, you can divert power. If you're on keyboard and mouse, you press the slash key, and if you're on controller, you press up on the D-pad, and you can cycle between different modes like shields, balanced, weapons, or engines. I'm going to choose engines specifically because I want to go ahead and head to the fucking space station. Also, is that a lush planet? It's not. I got a little carried away, but yeah. So maybe we'll see what the system has to offer. But, you know, let's head to the space station first, because I have to change out of this suit here. This is not my strong suit. This ain't my average suit. This ain't who I really am. So I got it saved in the back of the station. Just give me a while. And here we are at the space station. This is a nice looking one. Now here we go, playing this beautiful Asimov music. Look at the station. This actually isn't a bad station. Wow. Yeah, it looks nice, man. I like this station a lot. Got a nice mix of gold. Almost like what looks like rusted copper. It's looking pretty good, man. But yeah, this is basically No Man's Sky. There's a lot to do here. There's a lot to this game. And I plan to show that in this entire series, because this is going to be a very long journey. So on this right side here, you've got the cartographer. There he is. And then in between the corridors, you have the teleporter, which is bugged out for some reason. This always happens when you start a new game. I don't know why. The Galactic Trade Terminal, you can always buy stuff there. And then on the left side, you have the Mission Agent, which, you know, you could do this if you want to get some early game money, nanites, units, whatever. There's nothing down there. On that end, underneath those stairs, is the scrap dealer. And then you've got the starship outfitting. This is where you upgrade your starship. This is where you make a starship, or you fabricate one. That's where you change your character's appearance and stuff like that. And then up here is the guild envoy. So there's different types of guilds. This is the Merchants Guild. And over here you have the exocraft technician, the starship technician, and then over here you have the multi-tool technician and the exosuit technician. Speaking of exosuit stuff, there is this exosuit upgrade right here. So you can go ahead and purchase an exosuit slot. Now, this is a good way of doing it in the early game, but I'm also going to show you guys a way on how to get exosuit slots quicker alongside this method. It's not a complete replacement, but it is going to help round it out. So you get a free suit upgrade. It's very nice. Very generous of them. Let's see what kind of multi-tool we've got here. We've got a nice rifle-looking multi-tool. It's a B class. It's nothing too crazy, but you know, it's got a lot of slots. That would be very nice to have at the moment. It's also got the paralysis mortar, so using that alongside the bolt caster, it's It's fucking nuts, man. You better believe it. This is where you go to upgrade your multi-tool. We have another multi-tool here as well. Don't let the looks fool you. Sometimes they can look, you know, kind of bad, if you want to call it that, but they can be S-class. Like, for example, this one has an optical drill. I would love to have that. This would be nice, but I can't buy it. I would love to just rip the optical drill out and take it for myself and then scrap this multi-tool when we get to the anomaly. But you know what? We cannot do that. That is not possible. You'll also find little things around the station like that, which gives you encrypted navigation data. You know, just good stuff that you need in general. Like, navigation data is super important in this game. You also find little stuff like this, like data silos. They don't give you a lot of units or anything like that, but you know, they're nice to loot. You can get some quick stuff out of it, some like nanites, some units. I'm only getting units at the moment, but you'll see like little things like this, like encrypted navigation data. Sometimes they'll give you actual navigation data, sometimes they'll give you nanites. It really is what it is. You just have to keep playing the game, and eventually the stuff that you want will eventually come to you, and it will be so nice to have it all. Now, I'm a player who has played this entire game from start to finish. And that's why I'm doing this playthrough, because I want to basically demonstrate my knowledge that I've gained from that experience of playing the game all the way through. Well, I can't choose my main character, but I can just be like an all-black spaceman. So, you know what? I think I'm fucking with this vibe. But yeah, other than, you know, coming to the space station for appearance reasons, there's honestly not that much reason for me to come here in the first place. I don't really have anything to be getting at this moment. So we're just gonna head out and, you know, we're gonna go see what we can find around this place. I found a freezing planet, but it's also got salvageable scrap. You see that? So we're gonna go ahead and go to that planet. Salvageable scrap is a very valuable thing in the early game. So the fact that I have a planet that has salvageable scrap in the first star system is absolutely peak. That's so damn lucky. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out. Do I have a terrain manipulator? Oh yeah, okay, so when you have the tutorial missions disabled, it comes with a terrain manipulator. Okay. So there you go. So you don't even have to go through the step of getting a terrain manipulator. You could just basically play the game as soon as you disable the tutorial missions. That's so much better. I'm so glad they did that, because as a player who, you know, has been wanting to replay the game for a while now, I'm just gonna be honest, man. I didn't want to go through that whole thing all over again, that whole tutorial mission. But, you know, in order to... Ooh, that's a trade post. Not bad. But, you know, I'm just gonna give some tips along the way. This is the coldest temperature. It's very nice. So... yeah, I'm just going to give some tips along the way, and nothing too crazy, you know. No Man's Sky is not a hard game in the slightest. It takes a long time to get some things done. And honestly, I know the process could be a bit of a drag, but it's very nice. It's a nice, chill, relaxing time. And yeah, you can pull gas pods off of these things, and then you can kill it to get extra oxygen. There's actually quite a few nearby. Well, actually quite a lot nearby, my god. But, let's see. So, this planet has 11 individual fauna. So, that's the thing. If you wanted to go ahead and get a ton of nanites, or not a ton, but, you know, a decent chunk of nanites, you know, from exploring, you would want to scan each individual fauna. Now, I'm not going to do that because it takes too long. In my honest opinion, it takes too long. The way that I like to earn nanites is I like to just go ahead and kill as many sentinels as I possibly can. You get salvage glass from it, and salvage glass can give you different kinds of components. And... you know, there's a lot of stuff that you can get out of salvage glass, including, like, crafting components and stuff like that. But the main takeaway is something like the salvage glass and the sentinel modules that you get from it. So you can either install it into your multi-tool, or you can sell it. And selling it gives you a shit ton of nanites. So many nanites. But you know, this is humble beginnings. This is, you know, this is just the start. You know, we have a long way to go. It's nothing crazy, but we do have a long way to go. I have no reason to go to that trade post. There is a shooting star there. Nice. I think I have to build a base in order to get started with the main quest, which would give me access to the anomaly. What the hell is that? Oh my god, look at that bug! That's huge! Oh my god! You're fucking massive! Can I tame you? Do I have creature pellets? Oh wow, you actually don't get creature pellets from the get-go. That's... kinda sucks. Pretty cool though. I like that. That was a nice find. Ooh, found some condensed carbon. Yeah, this is always good to have. Always good to have. But yeah, when you're starting out in the game, like just, you know, you're just playing the game, like from the very beginning, it's mainly a lot of resource mining. Like this is a lot of the... this is basically the majority of what you're going to be doing in the beginning of the game is resource mining, stuff like that. It does get quite boring after a while, I will admit. But once you push past that step, it does become a lot more fun. I got a microprocessor. Sorry, I was drinking a Coke. But I got a microprocessor. That's very useful if you want to build the hyperdrive. But that doesn't matter here anyway, because the hyperdrive is already installed. They literally give you everything from the tutorial. So, I guess, realistically, I don't have much else to do besides the main quest, and I guess just, you know, doing like 3 sets of goofing around in No Man's Sky. That seems to be like the only thing I can really do at this point. Of course, there's obviously all of the quests that the game provides, but... and that's really why I'm doing this this whole series in the first place, is to show the different, like, planes of existence that reality... or, what? What's going on a completely different tangent there. But I just wanted to show, like, the different planes of No Man's Sky, like, what you can do in this game, because... believe it or not, some people don't even know that derelict freighters are a thing. And that is something I want to show off at some point as well. In fact, that's actually like one of the first things I want to get after. Because derelict freighters, as we all know, is just absolutely amazing endgame, or not endgame, but beginning game loot. Like, early game loot, it's fantastic. So if you can make like 5 million units, go ahead and grab yourself a receiver, or... if you head into the anomaly, you go to Iteration Helios, you could probably grab a free emergency signal scanner, and then that would be the only one you'll ever need in the entirety of the game because of a certain exploit, which I will go ahead and share when we get around to it. I would stay here for longer, but honestly, I did see a planet out in space where it was an anomaly planet, and anomaly planets, for those who don't know... oh, this contains sodium? Good. So, anomaly planets, for those who don't know, don't really have storms. And it makes it a really good spot to, you know, make your first base. And you don't have to worry about, like, a bunch of sentinels. Or you don't have to worry about, like, any crazy superheated rainstorms or anything like that. Or hell, even like an anomaly storm that you find on Dissonant Worlds, which is basically like an endgame quest line, which we will get around to. But for right now, I'm just collecting as much ferrite dust as I can. I think that's enough, honestly. So let's go ahead, head to that planet, and see you guys there. Oh. There it is. That's the start. Incoming transmission. Source unknown. You are not alone. Please, identify yourself. We're gonna identify ourselves. You left me. Why did you... I don't understand. Well, I do understand. That's the thing. I do understand. I'm sorry. Don't lie to me. Even the others do not. Ask about the others. There is no reply. The communicator falls silent, though the channel remains open. So, that is the start of... Hey, I actually need to go there anyway. You know what? Wait, no, that was the planet that I started on. Never mind. We might as well go ahead and get this started, you know? Like, it's nothing too crazy. I can get this started. And, you know, it'll be pretty good. Doing the main quest is actually a good thing because you get all the glyphs from it. I mean, you can completely skip the main quest and go straight for travelers and space stations and archive buildings and stuff like that. And, you know, go ahead and get yourself the glyphs faster. But honestly, I would prefer to do it in this way because it's, to me, it's faster. In some way, it's faster. I'm gonna go ahead and land here because this is a free landing spot. So if you ever find a building that has a landing spot, always take advantage of it because even if you're very far away from your target, you can still get plenty of stuff. Or I mean, you could save a lot of fuel, you know, because it doesn't use any fuel when you launch from that landing spot. So it's very good. Very, very efficient. And I got Starship launch fuel. Actually, not bad. I do need that. Now, something I saw along the way is an organic rock. Do I need a better, like, do I need the advanced mining laser for that? Kind of hope not. Oh, you don't. And chlorine. Ah, yes. This was the OG back in the day. So, if you're a newer player, the chlorine element you could use to your advantage to make a ton of units. Like, just an unbelievably extortionate amount. Just, it was crazy at the time. But then, Waypoint came out. Update 4.0. And it severely nerfed chlorine, cobalt, and activated indium forms. So, that was not a good day for us No Man's Sky players. That's also when we lost our 6-slot technology, like, I guess, adjacency. And, you know, after that point, we just didn't have it anymore. So now we have this new system where, honestly, like, let's be real. Let's not kid ourselves. It is so much better than that system. But, you know, a lot of people were pissed off at that point. And it was a bit unfortunate. So, I'm glad all that is, you know, situated now. Sodium and chromatic metal. I do need to make chromatic metal. So, to make chromatic metal, we're going to need to take a refiner. And we're going to need to find cobalt. Or, sorry, not cobalt. Copper. We need to find copper. That's way too far. Is there really not one closer? I'm going to go ahead and get a lot of copper anyway because we're going to need to, you know, obviously head to a lot of star systems to go get a lot of stuff. And I think once I get access to dissonant systems, it's going to be much easier from here on out. Okay, so it says that the deposit is right here, but I'm not seeing anything. So, you can shrink with R on the keyboard, or T to increase it. Now, if you're on... Wait, what? Okay, well, that was a bugged one, so... very, very nice. We love to see it. We love to see it. Oh yeah, you guys really are Protogex. So I spawned on a planet with Protogex. That's actually quite cool. I like that. I had to go find another copper deposit. It was just completely broken. I know I mentioned that before, but it's just it's a thing I'm still not happy that this game has. It's a bug that's been going on for years. Okay, I'm actually seeing a deposit this time. Good. Good. I'm about to shrink this terrain manipulator and just shred this motherfucker. Alright, let's do it. So when you shrink it, when you shrink the terrain manipulator, you may think like, oh, well, it's just taking a lot longer. But no, it actually gives you way more resources. The smaller the terrain manipulator, the more resources you can extract from it. Alright, I believe that's it. And let's see, what's the final haul? 683 copper. I've also got loads of carbon, so we're good on that. Also, wait, why is my terrain manipulator at 100% still? What the fuck? I just realized that. Must be a bug or something, because I'm playing on normal mode. There is so much dihydrogen. Like, everywhere I go, I find more and more dihydrogen. Oh. Huh. Hello. Wait, what? Wait. Okay. Alright, I don't know what the hell happened there, but... sure. Alright, let's go ahead and just fuel this up. You can throw in whatever you want. I'm just going to throw in carbon and then put in that copper. And boom, that's it. Alright, and it's done. And then once that's done, you know, you may have like 61% left in the refiner, but that doesn't matter because you can just pick it up and it gives you all the carbon back. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. So let's see. Right. There are no signs of life. There's only the static of a broken communicator. Whatever message was once here has been scrambled beyond recovery. All I extract is the pilot's name, Artemis. Whoever they were, they are long gone. The only other uncorrupted data is a set of plans, an upgrade for my mining beam. And there it is. The Advanced Mining Laser. So, I'm going to go ahead and go get the materials for that. Let's see, what do I need? So, a hermetic seal, a carbon nanotube, and a wiring loom. Okay, so for a wiring loom, gonna have to go ahead and buy wiring loom from the space station. So, you can craft the hermetic seal, you can get the carbon nanotube, or you could buy these realistically, or you can just make them. Wiring loom, you have to buy at the space station every single time, or whether from just at any terminal. But either way, you have to buy it every time. So, yeah, that's gonna take a while, but you know what? I think we get a free ship alongside this. It's it's an A class. Oh, that's money right there. Oh shit. Pulse engine critically damaged. And then I think the engines are also damaged as well. Oh no, the engine is. Launch thruster, not so much. So a hermetic seal, we can make that. Yep, and yep. And then we can just go ahead and fix that up. No need to fix the shield. Who needs to fix the shield? Nobody. That's what I'm telling you. So I'm gonna go ahead, head to the station, scrap this ship, and then I'm going to install that mining laser upgrade. Oh. What's this? Oh. Hey, Nada. There we go. Time for truth. You have their signal. I'm going to tell you the truth. Your signal is familiar to Nada. We have been in contact before, I think. You're right, we have. This will be a good time to come aboard, yes? A proper introduction to our home. Well, not, you know, it's not really the greatest time, but, you know, fine. I'll indulge. And here I am at the anomaly. So I'm going to go ahead and claim my expedition stuff. And then I think after that, I'm going to probably call it quits because I've already been recording for nearly an hour and I don't want to go too long between episodes. So, you know, let's just keep it nice and consistent. Could fly the Wraith from the new expedition. I know I didn't record it. I know I didn't record it. But listen, I don't like expeditions. I'm going to be honest. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like expeditions. So, with that being said, I didn't record it. Now, I'm actually questioning, which ship should I get? Should I get the Boundary Herald? Or should I get the Wraith? I don't know. The Boundary Herald is nice. I could also drive the Starborn Phoenix, which wouldn't be a bad idea. And collect special rewards. Of course, we're going to have the Starship Phoenix. Oh, I forgot it costs nanites. I forgot to actually claim the thing. You have to have nanites to either buy or exchange. Okay, well, listen here. So, we're not going to be able to have the Starborn Phoenix just yet. But this is going to be a ship that I'm going to be using for the rest of this playthrough because it's, for one, a very pretty ship. And for two, just really lovely. Looks really nice. Now, for the rest of the stuff, I think they're just Twitch rewards. I mean, realistically, like, look at this. Look at how much stuff I have. I have basically almost all the Twitch drops. I could realistically scrap everything I have here. Okay? I could scrap everything I have here, make a ton of money. And you know what? That may be the next episode, where I just take all this stuff and scrap it, because honestly, I don't need this stuff. I've already got things that I've already, used and tested, and I've been looking at it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, so I really like this stuff. But all these aircrafts, all these spacecrafts, these ships, these multi-tools, I don't really need it. Whew. And after much needed time, I have assembled my armor once again. It may not be like a perfect, like, one-to-one representation, but you know what? I'd say it's close enough. Like, it's about as close as it's going to get. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and just talk to Nada real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. I forgot about Ares. Yeah, so Ares is like your, how do I put it? He is like your main, your early game companion, basically, when it comes to getting nanites and stuff like that. Like, you can exchange materials. Like, for example, if I carried Gravitino balls, he would give me something in general. You could purchase upgrades from them, but they're not like space stations or anything, From here, you can give him milestone data. So when you earn different milestones in the game, you can then take that and get nanites from it, and it's so much easier. So let's go ahead and talk to Nada. Just real quick. Divergent Corvax, welcome to our anomaly. Our home is pleasant here, yes? Polo's own design, a perfect bubble beyond the Sentinels, beyond vengeful Corvax. Nada watches time come and go. Ask about the space station. Beyond what is outside, our anomaly wanders free. Free like Nada, to observe, to search. The Sentinels, the Atlas, they do not care for this place. I feel their eyes hunting us. Speak with Polo, friend traveler. Perhaps they might know more about missing Artemis. Alright, and then we're gonna go speak to Polo. Look at Polo. Polo looks so goofy. Friends everywhere, if you know where to look. Friends in all shapes, all sizes, all places. Artemis, friend, you are where they should be. Does not seem possible, but all things are possible, such as the universe. We will find them, no doubt. There is always a signal, always a trace. Our home will see to it. When you leave, you will not be where you were. You will be closer, or maybe not. Discovery is exciting, yes? Before you leave, perhaps spend some time with other friends. We all help each other here. I mean, I would, but I don't really want to be here at this moment. Like, it's nice to be here, but I don't really need to be at the anomaly. But real quick, I guess I could just give you guys a quick tour around the anomaly. So around here, this is where you're going to be able to buy most of the modules in this game. So you'll have the exosuit technician. This is a bunch of other stuff that is non-tech related. Then you have the multi-tool guy, and then you have the exosuit researcher, the salvaged data area where you can research different things, and then the starship area. So actually, real quick, I think this is worth doing. There's that. Also here, if you really wanted to, you can go ahead and actually farm a lot of units. You can get salvage data here. You can get explosive drones here, which is like a trade commodity item. But the more important thing here is, units. So you can earn units here. And nanites as well. It's not showing nanites, but you can earn nanites here. So, yeah, there's quite a lot. There's quite a lot of stuff here. And then if you want to go back to anywhere quickly in particular, like for example, if I want to go to the space station, which I do, I can just teleport from here. And I can just go straight to the space station. Just like that. Super quick, super efficient, and my ship's here. So I'm going to scrap this ship, and I'm going to find a way to make some nanites off camera. I don't know how. I think I'm just going to kill sentinels at this point because, like... Huh? What do you mean? I don't have enough room? Okay, hold on. Okay, just give me a second. Thank God. Damn, what the hell was in that thing? Oh, look at that. You got some modules from it. Ooh. Okay. So peep this. Peep this. Doesn't matter what vendor you go to. As long as you go to a vendor, you can sell this. And you can earn nanites. Now I have enough to go ahead and get that starboard, the starboard Phoenix ship. And then when it comes to actually making money, you can just get a lot of ships. Honestly, you can just farm a bunch of navigation data, get distress beacons, and then just go to town on getting ships. And honestly, you'll be pretty good. Like, I got a storage augmentation from a shuttle, an A-class shuttle. That's very good. Now, see. That's an easy 3,900,000 spool of nano cables. And now I'm at 4.3 million units. Now, I'm also going to sell the chlorine. Now you may be asking like, oh, well, why are you selling chlorine? This is an element. I don't really need chlorine at the moment. I don't need chlorine for anything, honestly. So, I can just get rid of it, get an extra 200,000. That puts me up to 4.5 million units. That's very good. We're doing pretty damn good for, you know, the start. I gotta admit, man, this is a great start. But I'm gonna head back to the anomaly and then claim the Starborn Phoenix, and then we'll call it a night. And there it is, journey milestone accomplished. So that's just one of the many milestones that you can get in the game. And there's a whole catalog here, you know, journey milestones. There's milestones here for exploration, survival, and then all the previous expeditions that I've done. So that depends on how many you've done. But other than that, there's a lot there. There is a lot. Okay, so plan is to go ahead and get the Starborn Phoenix. I'm actually just going to buy it, and I'm going to explain why. When I go to the space station, instead of exchanging, you know, the Starborn Phoenix, or instead of exchanging the Rasa fighter for the Starborn Phoenix, I can take the Rasa fighter and scrap it at the station. And for me, that would be a lot better. And oh my god, that is so much faster than the Rasa fighter. Holy shit. Alright, so now we have the Radiant Pillar selected. And then you can extract the customization module, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to scrap the ship entirely. Yes. And there we go. So that was worth another 3.4 million units. Now that I have that, I'm just going to go ahead and sell the stuff. What the hell? Okay, that was kind of weird. There we go. And now I have the Stormborn Phoenix. I have, you know, basically my entire set that I've been working with ever since this stuff came out. And yeah, this is very nice. So without further ado, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed part 1 of however many parts this series is going to take, there's no give or take. I don't know how many parts there's going to be. There's going to be a lot, that's for sure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell to protect and serve.